So here we are in this elegant little campsite next to Buxton, which has been welcoming visitors to enjoy its natural thermal springs and supreme setting 300 metres above sea level since the Roman times. We stayed here in early October. It was quite autumnal and very wet, but actually really enjoyable. We're here to see all the sights like Solomon's Temple and Buxton itself, which is absolutely fantastic, even in the autumnal weather. Also a bit of cycling, smile guides, and also enjoy each other's company whilst exploring Buxton itself. Believe it or not, that's not actually Buxton. But did you know that Buxton was actually founded in 1849 by Irish Presbyterian minister Reverend William King and 15 former American slaves who, with other Underground Railroad refugees and abolitionists, purchased 4,680 hectares of land. That's Buxton. So, our British history isn't all that bad, is it? There is so much historical interest in Buxton due to the healing properties of its famous thermal spa waters. Hold on, that's my son driving that car. What's he doing? Anyway, and bottled as Buxton water. The natural baths are located on the site of the original Roman baths, which are themselves thought to be located on ancient sites. Wow, that's Buxton. So, I would like to warmly invite you to this video as we explore the extraordinary claims of Buxton water. It's free 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 12 months of the year. Is it really that good for you? Let's find out. Buxton district is where natural water is sourced. You might be thinking, what's the difference between Buxton water and water from the tap? Well, bottled water and tap water are very different. Tap water is full of chlorine and not really that good for you. Scientific studies have shown that Buxton water fell about 5,000 years ago. It then filtered through dense Derbyshire limestone, giving it its distinct flavour before being pumped up to the surface right here in Buxton. Did you know that Buxton is a spa town and Buxton water has a pH level of 11.2? Ammonia has a pH level of 11.3. These are extraordinarily alkaline elements, similar to diluted bleach. Bleach actually has an alkaline level of 12.6, which isn't actually much higher on the scale when you consider that the water you buy from home is about level 7. So Buxton water is very different. But how does it taste? I've got two tasters here to taste the taste. Yeah, that's what I just said. It tastes something different.
It's always warm.
What's it taste like?
Yeah. You're not supposed to do like that. Do it, please. Hey! It's actually water to put in the bath.
Oh, bath salts. It's filled with minerals.
And have a bath because it's very nice. So what do you think?
Loads of minerals. It's really, really healthy. Good job, so
look at me, Buxton.
Today's the first day you're going to witness this man taking a wash. No! Actually, we seem to have a little history of water fountains, and this is us in Rome, in Italy, in 2019.
This water comes straight from 86 kilometers away from Rome, up in the mountains in the northeast.
Wow. Oh, so that's why it's called? Okay.
86 kilometers from up in the Mondana.
That's good. Oh, it's really good.
Good. Hold on.
It's really good, doesn't it?
Really nice. Anyway, back to the UK. Looking down on Buxton from the southern side of the town is Grinlow, an attractive area of woodland and upland, which is now a popular country park. Which way is east? Reportedly, there is a face that you can see in this side of the wall. We've been staring at it for a minute or two, and oh, can you see it? Maybe it was there. Anyway. Evidence of man's activity at Grinlow dates back over 5,000 years to the Stone Age, when the hill was used for religious rites. In more recent times, the quarrying and burning of limestone turned the area into an eyesore with huge white spoil heaps dominating the scene. Fortunately, the late 1970s, Derbyshire County Council, together with Buxton and District Civic Society, commenced an extensive reclamation project which transformed the site into an attractive park. Wash. What did you do? Where it is? What are you doing there? So I haven't been here with Zephan since I was 3 years old. Interestingly, the 100-acre woodland was planted by the 6th Duke of Devonshire around 1820 to hide the quarrying and limestone burning operations from the town. It is now a site of special scientific interest due to the wide range of plant life, the many wild animals and birds which frequent the woods. Several trails lead you through the woods before perhaps visiting Solomon's Temple. All that antics, that is King Solomon's Temple. I'm going there right now. That's my finger. That's the fan. Okay, let's go. This side. So, how old is Solomon's Temple in Buxton? Well, it was built in 1896 and as recently as 1988 restored. This Grade 2 listed 20-foot high Victorian folly replaced the ruins of a previous tower which was built by Solomon Meadcock, a local farmer and landowner after whom it is still named. Grinlow Tower, or King Solomon's Temple, as it's locally known, is a distinctive landmark crowning the skyline above Buxton and stands 437 metres high, or 1,430 foot above sea level. It actually sits atop Grinlow, and the word low is an old word for a hill on a Bronze Age burial chamber which was excavated in 1894. You can climb up the tower, but the steps are quite small, steep and worn, so please take care. Hold on a minute, you should just climb the stairs. And obviously, if you're one of the brave few who have been able to get to the very top, you get the pleasure of the wonderful views around Buxton. A full panoramic 360 degrees of Buxton's beauty and cow and smells and farm. Just breathe in that manure. Fresh. It can get a little bit windy up here, so you do need to wrap up warm, maybe with a scarf and a hat. This traffic-free Tissington trail is ideal for walkers, cyclists and horse riders. This 13-mile trail is mostly flat and, as said before, traffic-free, making it ideal for family days out and beginner cyclists, just like us, but without the horses. The trail is about 13 miles in total and should take an average walker, whatever that is, 2.5 hours with stops along the way for refreshments and rewatering and maybe a shower. The Tissington Trail is an old railway line and is now a green wall. Starting at the car park, you can walk as long as you want, up to about 19 miles, and there are green fields of the Peak District either side. You can take your dog. And we shoved our little Bella in the back of that trailer there so that she can have a rest down again, because it's quite a long way for her little legs to run. So is the Tissington Trail a national trust? Open to the public for guided tours, see the Tissington feature. Liam Park lies on the banks of the River Manifold and includes a walk along the avenue of lime trees known as Paradise Walk. The 158 acres of the park is managed by the National Trust, and there is a National Trust shop information centre at the tea room, which is great for tea. Get it? Herbert's Tea Room is the perfect place to relax with family and friends in the heart of the beautiful village of Tissington, which is just 4 miles north of Ashbourne in Derbyshire. With its quirky decor and array of vintage crockery, Herbert's friendly, relaxed atmosphere is sure to charm. That's all right. Tissington Hall was built in 1609 by Francis Fitzherbert to replace the moated fortification that guarded the Norman church of St Mary's in the centre of the village. For over 400 years, the hall has presided over the picturesque estate village, which is 5 miles north of the delightful market town of Ashbourne. Paul's Cavern has been the subject of much curiosity and interest by travellers and antiquarians over the past 350 years, but it's not been until the middle of the 19th century that anybody realised that the cave contained archaeological remains. Paul's Cavern was attracting the attention of the curious adventurers as early as the 16th century. Mary Stuart, Queen of Scots, is said to have visited 1582, and also in 1681. The writer Charles Cotton listed the cave as one of the 7 wonders of the Peak District.
There was something right now. There was a wall. We're going to visit the cave.
A polite and erudite individual will lead you through Paul's Cavern. Unfortunately, not all the guides in the cavern's history have followed the same brand of dedication. The first mention of the job came late in the 18th century when local cottage tenants, grasping and fighting for payment, according to the Reporter of 1797, followed a loose code of extortion and terror to make the visitor's day nothing if not memorable. Let's hope today is going to be a little bit better than that. Why is this now looking like one of those meetings in the woods that you hear about? What is this dude wearing? Let me just make something clear. I am not eating guano. Nor drinking it. I am not drinking guano either. The Peak District limestone was formed during the Carboniferous geological period. At this time, some 340 million years ago, reportedly, Britain was part of a large continental landmass close to the equator. In these tropical conditions, rivers flowed into shallow, warm seas teeming with primitive fish, mollusks, coral and reefs. Their calcium shells combine with silt to form layer upon layer of calcium carbonate, rich in sediments several hundred meters thick. Fossil remains of these ancient plants and animals are easily recognizable in the limestone. Further earth movements and volcanic activities thrust the limestone upwards to form a dome, whilst hot minerals flowed into the fractured rocks forming galena, lead ore, fluorspar, barytes and calcite veins. How is stalactites and stalagmites formed? As the reposited minerals build up after countless water drops, a stalactite is formed. If the water that drops to the floor of the cave still has dissolved calcite in it, it can deposit more dissolved calcite there, forming a stalagmite. So where are stalactites and stalagmites formed? Stalactites hang from the ceiling of a cave, while stalagmites grow up from the floor of the cave. Well, we hope you really enjoyed the video, and we'll just leave you with some pictures from within the cave, which are really quite fantastic, almost cathedral-esque. Enjoy. Thanks for watching. These videos are made